Please proceed, Honorable Castro.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair. Follow up lang, Mr. Chair, dun sa questions ni Representative Barbers as regards to the monetization of content sa online, no? Particularly YouTube, right? So, I'm just curious po. So, namamonetize po yung, depende yun sa viewers, tama ba? Or sa advertisement na pumapasok doon sa content noong content creator. Are you saying? Kasi sabi niyo po, namamonetize yung mga content noong mga creators.
Opo.
So based doon sa mga pumapasok na advertisement. So the whole thing is advertisement. Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, monetization happens primarily through advertisements that appear on videos either before or in the middle of the video.
Yeah, so who got to pay or who pay the content creator? Kasi 'di ba sinasabi na ma-monetize. So sino ang nagbabayad sa kanila?
Si Google LLC po, the main entity based in the United States, is the one that pays
So
YouTube
in
creators.
dollar
Yes, Mr. Chair.
converted to peso. So would you know paano po nakukuha yung tax? So kung merong mang tax na nade-derive from that income sa mga content creator, would you know, Sir Chair?
Mr. Chair, so the creators nominate a bank account for their earnings, and the creators would usually be the ones to voluntarily declare their taxes with their local Internal Revenue Service.
So lahat po ng nababayarang mga content creator, are you monitoring din po kung they are paying taxes to our government?
Mr. Chair, on the part of YouTube, we do not, and we believe that the local Internal Revenue Service are the ones who are monitoring that.
So do we have, Mr. Chair, invited guests from the BIR or resource person from the BIR, Mr. Chair?
We have, Your Honor.
So may I ask the BIR, how do you monitor po yung mga income, mga taxes derived from the income generated by the content creator, Mr. Chair?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, as stated by our colleague, we rely only on the voluntary declaration of the influencers insofar as their income, because there will be great difficulty in monitoring the same, considering that their income primarily comes from foreign income payers. So what we do, Mr. Chair, is we audit and investigate the influencers, and we request data from the foreign tax jurisdictions who we have existing treaties of exchange of information with, and we cross-check or we compare the information that we receive from foreign tax jurisdictions or the other countries and their declared income tax returns. And from there, we determine how much they really earn and how much they really declared. That's it, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, at the BIR, are we not doing our job well or we remiss? Kasi bakit sinasabi yung voluntary? Kasi andyan naman yung yung platform, yung Google Philippines o yung YouTube. You can ask from them yung mga list ng mga nag-generate ng income. So bakit nag-aantay tayo ng voluntary from the content creator? Di ba, Mr. Chair, meron na tayong naipasang batas for that. So, can you clarify that, BIR? So, pwede po bang, parang hindi po kasi ako satisfied doon sa voluntary lang na na ginagawa. At kayo naman ay parang nag-aantay lang.
Mr. Chair, just to clarify, under existing tax laws, we cannot just investigate any taxpayer. as per existing tax laws, audits are done randomly or based on those who are classified as high risk. Classified as high risk. That is why we cannot just audit any taxpayer. So we prioritize those who are only classified as high risk.
So why not, baka merong loopholes, Mr. Chair, doon sa ating batas, doon sa BIR. Kasi nga, di ba gusto natin talaga na ano, no, to generate revenue from those engagements. So, yun na po, Mr. Chair, yung follow-up natin sa YouTube. So, yun na lang po, Mr. Chair. Baka in our in aid of legislation, we have to review yung sinasabi ng ating BIR resource person na wala doon sa kanilang mandate, no, yung talagang regular ba o random lang yung kanilang pag-investigate and monitoring, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Your Honor. BIR, what exactly is the law governing this?
Mr. Chair, the tax code as amended and our implementing rules and regulations or the revenue regulations, Mr. Chair.
Are you aware of Revenue Memorandum Circular number 97-2021?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
O hindi po ba yun yung, ano po ba ang title ng Memorandum Circular na yun?
Mr. Chair, taxation of any income received by social media influencers.
So it's very specific na ito ang kwan. Sinusunod po ng BIR
Yes, Mr. Chair.
vis-a-vis tax payments of social media influencers.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, may I know if you have been implementing this since 2021?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Could you please submit to this committee a report of how many social media influencers have been taxed by BIR?
Yes, Mr. Chair. We will submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
just a clarification again sa YouTube, no. Paano nagkakaroon ng monetization? It may require number of views, shares, hours. Please educate us. How do they monetize that?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, let me just share some of the requirements for the YouTube partnership program. So, number one, definitely the first is to follow the YouTube channel monetization policies. Some of it I've provided. In terms of technical eligibility, so the requirement is number one, get 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months. So again, 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months.
Oh, wait, question. So, assuming I put up my own YouTube channel, ba, is that what you call it?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair.
And then I must have, what, 1,000 subscribers
That's the first step.
and
Mr. Chair.
4,000 hours of
4,000 valid public watch hours. And when we say this, Mr. Chair, kasi for example, if your watch hours are bots, then that would not be a valid public watch hour. If you're trying to game the system,
would you be able to determine whether these are bots or not?
so YouTube would have the necessary technical capabilities.
So you have that technical capability.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, ang tanong, next question, ano naman ang accountability halimbawa ng YouTube? Assuming that your channel is being used as a purveyor of fake news, and then you discovered that merong anong accountability ng platform?
So, Mr. Chair, again, I guess depends on the jurisdiction that would be concerned. So, for example, Mr. Chair, if of course, Mr. Chair, it would be different if the channel is in the United States versus in Singapore, for example, which has POFMA, as discussed in the previous hearing. So, Mr. Chair, depends on the laws in the jurisdiction of the channel concerned.
And it's like, it's as if you're saying that we're helpless in trying to impose accountability to the platform kapag ka ito ay abroad, no?
No, Mr. Chair, no naman. I'll give an example, Mr. Chair. The Philippines passed a law against OSAIC, expanded OSAIC law. And on the expanded OSAIC law, there are specific platform obligations on that law. And so in that specific expanded OSAIC law, it imposes liability and accountability on the platforms that could host OSAIC content.
Okay. For those companies that advertise sa YouTube, no, do they pay you? Do they pay YouTube?
They pay YouTube, the platform operator. Yes, yes,
So they
Mr.
do.
Chair. Yes,
So
Mr. Chair.
assuming a company of Congressman Marcoleta advertises in your platform, they should pay you. They must pay you.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And do you pay taxes for that?
So Google as a company, so of course the mother company, Google LLC. So every Google entity pays the proper taxes in the jurisdiction where it operates.
So in that case, you're paying taxes to the BIR.
For every Google entity, it pays the taxes, the correct legal taxes in the country. So for the Philippines,
Yeah,
Mr.
yes,
Chair,
yes or no? Yes,
Yes,
lang.
yes.
Yes, you're paying. So you
Yes.
have records of tax payments to our BIR.
yes.
Okay, BIR, is that true? Can you monitor how many ads that the platform actually gains? BIR? Parang kayo mismo, hindi nyo alam eh.
Wala.
Ano ba naman?
Hindi ko alam yung circular eh.
Ayan, use the mic beside you.
Mr. Chair, yes, Mr. Chair, insofar as the ad revenue specifically,
So you monitor how many ads, magkanong payments nila, and you have that record sa BIR.
no, Mr. Chair, unfortunately.
Paano yun? Yes, sige, attorney. Yeah.
Just to, Mr. Chair, just to clarify, so Google, the entities in the Philippines, Google Philippines, and other entities in the Philippines, they do not own nor operate the YouTube platform. And so that's why the taxes that we pay to the BIR are the ones only proper to the local entities, so not the advertising. So the advertising is done not by the platform is not operated by the local entity.
But you make money out of the ads that are being shown in the channel, right? Sa platform nyo.
Google LLC does.
Yes,
The-
kaya, just my example is that when let's say the company of Congressman Marcoleta magkaroon ng ads sa inyo, he has to pay you.
Mr. Chair, not Google Philippines, not Google Philippines.